So New World, what can we say? Maybe my New World repeat? It's a MMO by Amazon Games that's currently doing a preview until 9/4/2020. This game, the build that you're playing now, is what would have been released back in May of this year, and August, what they originally delayed it to, when they used COVID as an excuse. But again, delayed it for another year. But this is technically the release date. No matter what you hear people say, the actual what would have been released. To start, the character customization options are just awful. Like, there's hardly any customization options at all for the only thing that's interesting is for black females can have facial hair, so I guess that's their SJW show out the show that they support things like that, I guess. So after you do the character customization, you get a cool cutscene, and then a basic combat tutorial. The issue with combat is like they wanted to make Dark Souls, but they just couldn't, or they just felt Dark Souls was too hard for them. So they gave us some hybrid system that just was not fun. Also, there is no jumping. You can't jump, kind of roll and dodge, but you can't really jump. I don't know how they even thought that would be a good idea. So the questing, I think World of Warcraft had more interesting quests. Basically, you're just going to go to the same areas the entire game, killing some mobs and looting some chests in the area, and you're going to do this the entire game, basically. And they're going to send you to the same places over and over and over again. It's just fucking horrible. Not only that, but like the combat, the blocking only works half the time. And then for moving, they try to do some weird like parkour movement thing, but it only works half the time. Let's see here. All the mobs seem to be about the same model, so by the time you hit level 10 you basically see most of the mobs in the game and what it's going to look like. One of the issues with the questing and the leveling is that there's so many people playing, but they didn't up any mob spawn timers. Like, it takes like 5 minutes for one mob to respawn, and you have everyone trying to kill 10 of these mobs, so it takes you like 1 to 2 hours to even do a quest. That doesn't make the game hard, it just makes the developers stupid. Like, it's not hard to change it, so I have no idea why they would do that. For traveling in the game, basically the game so far right now is just waiting around for mobs for a quest, because they don't know how to do mob spawn timers, and then running from place to place because there's no mounts, and fast travel is just retarded. Basically, I just feel like they did that so that you'd waste all this time running and waiting around for these quests to hide the fact that they don't have content in this game, because they don't. For combat, about the only thing that's cool is the magic stats. There's only 2 of them, nature and fire. It just makes it feel like it's an afterthought. Other things with the combat is only having 3 abilities, which is shared cooldown across all your weapons. Just makes the game feel very, very limited. Like, even a MOBA has more abilities. The PvP system that they promoted is just a huge joke. Basically, you can flag for PvP in the world, but there's no point to it, so there's no reason to flag. And the in-game PvP is 50 vs 50 instant siege. But for a siege, you have all these guilds that will bid to do the siege. And whichever one of them gets the siege, then gets to choose 50 people that they want to bring. So you could just like never be able to do the in-game PvP sieges because you're never picked, or your guild never gets the win to siege an area. So basically PvP is just absent for the game, which is weird since it promotes that as a core in-game feature. The other in-game that they promote is the one boss that they have for in-game, and that's it, just one boss. The crafting itself feels kind of good, but it feels so useless, and like there's no impact in the game for crafting is what it feels like. The housing system is not instant, so it is like in the world you see your houses, but what you can do with the houses seems really limited, so it doesn't really seem like there's any point. But for me personally, I feel like this game needs like at least another 2 to 3 years of actual work and polish and content for it to even be ready. Thank you for your time.